How you doing? All right?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
You're not too disappointed by this afternoon's result?
Well, you know, I think it would have been really nice, but I think our lads are just really tired, to be honest. Because it's such a busy week, and Belgium had a bit longer to rest from their last game, so I think
Yeah, and I think
I have to say it was a bit sort of kind of a bit shocking, getting the first, that goal in the first 4 minutes. It's a bit kind of what the hell happened there, but
yeah, it was like England's last game actually, going the other way around.
Yeah, well, there's always next time. And overall, we've still done a hell of a lot better than we did, the last World Cup. And we didn't even qualify, didn't even get past the knockouts last time. So
indeed, and you still have a young team, and I think we're live, by the way. Just gonna check.
Yeah. I think if we had more players from the Lampard generation, I think we might have had a better chance. But there we go. They've done well, but I think it's just lacking experience and the maturity. I think that's kind of what decided it really.
Yeah, and
right. So who picked this? Sorry, I didn't see who picked it.
I'm not sure if we are. I think Egypt already picked this, so it's nobody. Egypt already picked Scrapyard, and Serbia didn't play anything yet, so it's really a surprise how Serbia's going to play. And I don't see Hordy, I don't see Jelly, so they're playing with Tegor, Hordy, and
Hordy was here. Yeah, Hordy's there, so I guess they're going to pick. They'll probably rotate the teams like they did with Poland.
Oh, Hordy is there, yeah, but he doesn't have a Serb tag yet. Maybe it depends on the map. Oh yeah, I got a... Okay, I asked Shaker to spam the link of the stream. My program says there are 0 viewers. I hope that's incorrect.
Well, it's early days. Might get them joining in a minute.
Yeah. Maybe they're still all in the server.
Yeah, probably. Because it's probably time to start kicking them off, I think, or getting them to leave.
I was spectating the blue flag with both players. That's not so smart.
I was going to say that those flags do look quite similar in that when kind of on these sprites.
Let's see if we can get it working for the stream.
Yeah, here we are. Press F2 and you go to game settings. And there's this thing that says NT flags enable disable.
I don't see anti-flags, I see special tiles, scoreboard icons, auto team check. Oh, maybe.
Oops.
Oh, here. Oh, we'll be enabled on level cycle, and now the other one. Okay. I think it's on, but
yeah, I can see the flags on mine, but
okay, strange. Okay. You have to write exclamation mark and show flag. Yeah, apparently there are 0 viewers.
I'll see if I can find it.
Okay. Even Zerg showed up. What the hell? Zerg and Herbs. And Shaker
I've got the link now.
Nice. If Egypt wins this one, then you know your opponent.
Oh, will they be our opponent next?
Yeah, because you will be second for sure, and if they win, they're first for sure.
Okay, so Serbia, have they won? Did they win their previous game?
Serbia. This is Serbia's first game.
Okay, so who's the other team in this group?
Finland. They lost against Egypt.
Okay, right. So then. So the loser of this then it will be between them and Finland to decide who goes in this group, who kind of...
Yeah, who becomes second, and the second has to play against the Netherlands.
Alright, yeah. So, okay.
But yeah, it's still... it can still go...
Oh, yeah, so if, I see, so if Egypt win this, then they'll be first in this group, so yeah, I get it. It's alright.
Yeah, it can still go any way, especially because no one knows how strong Serbia is.
Well, I mean, they got, I'd say, Laz and Fire, but they're pretty active right now at least, but I don't know how strong.
Yeah,
like, as a national team, I don't know how.
Yeah, and that's really what we have to see. And Hordy is there, but he's on the red team, kind of strange. And I don't see TD.
He's not. Oh yeah, where's? Oh, he's just. I think he times out quite a lot.
Yeah, and that's why I expected Ahmed to play again actually, because he also played quite well actually. They lost the first round with TD, then Ahmed replaced, and they tied 1 and won the other 2. But maybe he will come because TD is not returning yet, at least. Okay, so Serbia picks their own. Oh. So again, we're cycling to a map that hasn't been picked.
Yeah.
Well, at least so far each game took like at least 15 minutes to start, so...
Yeah, well that's, I think these days we probably spend just about as much time, if not slightly more time, just waiting for games to start than we do actually playing games.
Yeah, but at least they don't get stopped that much until now when we have started.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe with Egypt that will change now.
I think for the tournament games, people just like to do a lot of warm up, before they start. So Lam will need to ask them what maps they're going to pick.
Yeah, I think he's doing that because he's in the blue team. Maybe they.
Oh yeah.
At least And welcome viewers, we now have 6 viewers, yay. I hope everything is okay, if not let me know in the chat. If you don't like the commentators, then there's nothing we can do about it. Unless you want to volunteer. Oh, there is actually. People talking. Herbs is in the chat, Zerk, CJ.
Really weird listening back to the streams. It's like that's about like a 30-second delay. So it's like I'm basically talking to myself in the future.
Yeah, that's weird. You will get nuts if you keep listening to it.
Right.
Wonder who will win the coin flipping. Egypt does. So what do you expect of this match, PJ?
We'll see what the maps are like first, really. But I think it should be interesting. I mean, I think Serbia's slightly better form, perhaps, but Egypt have got, they're kind of, they do have some quite strong players. So
yeah, and if Tony and Hordy will play, then Egypt is actually better in shape.
So we'll see what the maps are like, really, because I think that's going to dictate quite a lot, how they'll go.
I'm also surprised that Jelly is not there, because he is probably their most active player, and he's also a really good team player. That's something you need as well.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's just, people have lives, so, it's probably just, it's a weekend, you may have had something else planned. It just, that's how it... At least with Serbia, they have got quite a few players to choose from, so...
Indeed, they can always swap players if it's not going how they hoped it would. Anyway, in your match, it was actually too bad it was 2 versus 2, but it was kind of fun to see that there was one sort of team player in the team and one hunter. You and Kricek were the hunters, and Owen or Anubis later, and Rag were really the team players.
Yeah, well, it's just how it happens sometimes, it's kind of, it depends really on kind of how the flow of the game, really. Like sometimes I just find myself, having to take control of power-ups and hunt a lot, whereas, kind of...
Sometimes you just have to run and be ready.
Yeah, but luckily, in all those games, I'd had the opportunity to get power-ups, which is actually quite unusual for Kricek, playing against Kricek, because he's normally very good at togging power-ups, but I think, because it was only 2 versus 2, and Owen and his partner did, and Anubis didn't necessarily control the power-ups, that had plenty of opportunities to get them.
Yeah, with the Netherlands we are playing with 3 really individual strong players, but if we have to, then we can also sacrifice ourselves. And someone is just playing like Chiu or Herbs, just running from base to base. But yeah, if we don't have to, if we can just dominate them, then we have extra fire, so that's useful.
Yeah.
And
well, 3 versus 3, you can't afford to have somebody just pretty much just is ready all the time, basically. That's kind of a good thing, actually.
Yeah, and I think Serbia has quite the same team at the moment, because they're not playing with... Oh no, they're not playing with Fire Rabbit. But Tony and Hordy and Ortegor also are quite offensive.
I mean, this is definitely a map where controlling is, is a big factor here. I think, controlling the Seeker power up, is a big kind of very important at this level. And also, I think Bouncer as well. So Seeker and Bouncer generally are 2 really important power ups at this level.
Yeah, and I think it's better to just try to time the carrot, but don't stay there for too long, otherwise you'll get...
Of course not. No, the carrot it's dangerous to camp there, because it's one of the few levels where often it's an advantage to actually be outside the carrot area, just because it's situated in a dead end, so that once you're there, there's no escape really. It's
the same with Scrapyard actually. You saw that a lot in your game. Someone took the carrot and they got it.
Yeah. Well, to an extent. I mean, obviously, in that level, we do have 2 ways you can get out rather than just the one, but that kind of happens sometimes.
Yeah, here you can shoot it down. Sometimes that helps.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that here, but it's not that easy. You know, you have to kind of stop to do that. And you never really have time in a team game to do stuff like that.
Mostly your teammates have to do it.
Yeah.
Or they just have to go there first and shoot it down, and then they pick it.
Yeah. Again, you have to have really good timing to do that, because normally, you know, all the enemies would be there if you're not there. You know, most people just wait for it to spawn. So yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, I hope Serbia will be good on their timing, because Artego has been having exams. He has not been online a lot, and the same goes for Tony and especially for Hordy. So actually, Egypt is the more active team now. It's interesting.
Yeah.
And
I mean, to an extent, I mean, Warren and Anna have only really come back for this national tournament, so both of them have been away for a while. I mean, Cairo's still been somewhat active. I think he's played a couple of ladders, but
yeah, not much. But still, I think Egypt will win this map, because we also just trained here with them. We thought actually that they would pick it, but Serbia did.
Yeah, well, let's hope that was, you know, hope for their sake that was the right choice for them. But yeah, we'll see how they go.
We will play. Wait. Tell them to wait if you want. Somehow I'm spectating the blue flag twice, and this program is quite slow. Should be fixed now. Yeah. It's kind of hard with this program to select a JJ2 screen if you have two open, because both of them, if you click either of them, they are like the one which you lost. So even if you select another window, according to the program, it's still the same one.
Fair enough. Yeah, we'll kind of. Obviously, yes, it's a bit of fiddling to get it to kind of align properly.
At least I'm glad that Cairo checked it.
Are we ready then? What are we waiting for?
I'm not sure. Shaker is begging me to close F9 on one of the screens. It's cleaner, he says. I guess his brain can't handle double information.
Yeah.
Okay, I did it for Shaker. Oh, I have to do the flags again? That's useful. There we go.
So we have an effect for Egypt. So. I'll take us and get the flag with one. Big kill. Okay, is Cordy gonna get it without being? No. Okay, Hordy's one. No.
Is he? I see him as 3. Did I have anti-radar on?
Oh, it looked like he could hit then, but no, you're right, no, he's...
Okay.
Actually, no, he was.
Yeah, they do have
anti-radar. He had 3 health on my screen, and he got the carrot, and then he was just 3 again, so I'm guessing...
they have anti-radar on, that's why. So you have the one that's 2. And Fire Rabbit isn't even playing, but Artego is. So that's not so fun for the spectators. Okay, I see Anna is low and Holy took the carrot, so if Serbia hunts, they could score. Holy's camping around his base.
I was Anna low right now, I guess still steers 3 health right now, so I guess...
Yeah, because of
the not going to see health.
Anti-radar mutator.
Oh, it's a bit kind of...
Yeah, it's really lame.
Well, you know, I thought that was always disabled, so I'm just...
Yeah, it was, but I guess Egypt is suspicious of Artegor. Although I have been winning and losing against both Artegor and Fire Rabbit, so in my opinion we can just close that chapter, but...
Well, radar's in without radar off, it's harder for it to work now because there's ways of finding out that people use that.
And 40 scores.
Because normally most people aren't good at playing subtly with that. Most people, when they use radar, it's really obvious when they are. Just the way they play. They're playing this kind of weird, like... They don't play like naturally. You just look at them playing, you can just see them making like really like robotic decisions, and just look at it thinking, well, how the hell do they know not to stand there or something?
Yeah, this is anyway quite a small map, so it's not that useful here.
Sure.
It's not like anti-radar can suddenly improve your shooting skills.
Oh, for sure, yes. Yeah. So, it's still not going to help you get, attack the base, but...
So Serbia will just take the lead, and they have quite some kills as well.
Looks like they all have fairly good stats. Whereas Egypt,
yeah, Artegor seems to be the team player, and Hordy and Tony the firepower.
It seems Serbia have better power control right now, so I've noticed most of them have ammo, whereas Egypt don't. Yeah. A lot of the Egyptian fighters don't have ammo.
It's also because their players innately go to the powers more. Cairo and Anna go to the flags more. Try to be ready, really.
Yeah, sometimes just if you get when you get this kind of when you fall behind early, sometimes you just have to be ready all the time because opponent has the kind of momentum and they can kind of force you to kind of play the way they want you to do. So
yeah, indeed. But sometimes it can also be useful to sacrifice.
Yeah,
you have to gamble that. And let's remember this is round based, so for Serbia it's enough to just win 1-0.
Yes, but I think we'll probably see a couple more scores here. My gut feeling told me.
Yeah, it's just we're just getting started, and now I think 2 Serbians just died, and Egypt got the carrot. So.
What's Hordy's health?
I don't know. It's 3 because
it seems to be 3. Yeah, not going to take the carrot yet. Yeah, because I can't see anybody's health because of the radar. I'm sure I haven't seen carrot because there's carrot.
Yes,
it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Serbia picked his map, and I see Jelly James in the chat as well. So he is here. Maybe he's not at home also.
Yeah, could you watch on his phone or something like that?
What did you say?
He could be watching on his phone or something. Maybe if he's out, could be somewhere. It could be out, or maybe he just.
I do that too sometimes.
Well, who knows? He might join in. He might have just got to come home from something.
It's always nice to watch, just like the World Cup of football.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm gonna watch the final tomorrow.
What you gonna watch tomorrow?
I'm gonna watch the World Cup final tomorrow.
Yeah, it's already at 5 in the afternoon, 4 for you.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people missed it today because it was at 4 p.m.
Yeah. It was.
All the other matches were at 8.
Yeah. Obviously, I mean, today, you know, it is kind of a weird time, kind of having it so early on a weekend. But you know, I suppose it's just because it's the can, I suppose.
Yeah, and Serbia is still kind of controlling. At least they're looking a bit better than it did.
Still got another 3.5 minutes to go. Tony just taking the carrot. Looks like he maybe.
Yeah, Serbia is really S a lot. They don't try to defend.
Yeah, they're trying to play a lot of put a lot of pressure on Egypt here.
Yeah.
I think what Egypt's going to have to do is they're going to have to try and capitalise on any mistakes they make from being overly reckless like that there, for example.
Oh, Artega has a hard time capturing. Oh, that was because he was 2. Maybe Hordy was low as well. Oh, I see Artega was 2 health, so maybe the anti-radar mutator is off. I guess they figured, oh, Serbia's leading anyway. Okay, Cairo's gonna die soon, he's S on base, Artega is almost 4. Yeah.
That was a bit of a risky play there, but I think they figured they just might as well go for it.
Yeah, but no one was hunting, so then you just give them a free score.
Yeah. I wonder if they're using voice chat or if they're just
I think they're using team chat because I think TD doesn't want to voice chat, and they're using the health mutator.
Yeah, sure. Fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because I've never heard Voron go on voice chat before. I've played with Cairo on that, but not
yeah,
Voron.
me neither.
So there's a few players that don't really do that for some reason. I'm not sure why. They're shy or they just haven't got a microphone, or I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
English, maybe.
Close to other people.
Yeah, it could be. I suppose they could be. If somebody's like asleep in the other room or something.
Yeah. But I have voice chatted with Ahmed. And Egypt scores. Tony was camping the carrot there, and he got killed.
They're going to have to work fast if they're going to bring this one back, because there's only got a minute left.
Yeah, but speaking about Ahmed, I wonder if they will. They are going to use him if they keep losing, because last game it was because TD had that connection, but they did win the other rounds with Ahmed and tied 1. So
at least he seems to have decent, okay connection now. But I don't know what it looks like from his end.
Yeah, and anyway, in 2018 he hasn't played that much, and he has that of not so good impression on me actually. I think he needs to play some more to get in shape.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny sometimes because I've got to admit, because I've kind of not been playing sort of that much over the past year, but recently I've actually surprised by how well I've been playing after taking a bit of a break.
Yeah, sometimes it helps. What I do notice is that you get tired faster when you're not really in shape.
Well, for sure, yeah. I mean, I think I just do now, just because these days I just have less patience, to be honest. Okay, it looks like we're about to end now, and it looks like
maybe Egypt can score. No.
Looks like Serbia's taking the first game, but it was fairly close. I think there's still still kind of I think it can still go to either side. So we'll see how
it can go anyway. But it would be interesting if Serbia wins. Then it all depends on the last group. Everyone can still go to the semi-finals.
Oh, for sure. This isn't. This must be is this the first match of the of this group? Or hang on, wait. No, Egypt versus Finland. That already happened, didn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
So if Serbia wins, then everyone had then 2 teams have 2 points, but Finland can still beat Serbia and advance as well. Okay, so here we are, round 2 now. I think we'll see how
they play being blue now. I mean, there's certain, you know, advantages that may help because they're going ready with seed power up now. That might sort of support a more defensive game better than the. Whereas the Reds will get access to bouncer, and I find bouncers is kind of the best weapon for kind of hunting and being defensive here, or offensive. Sorry.
Well, it is also useful for being ready at the blue base if you're at the vine above. It's easy to hit the enemy. Oh, and Egypt is rushing here.
Yeah.
That was a massacre. 2 kills by Anna. And Serbia is still under pressure. Tony took the wrong way, but Warren got hit as well.
Okay. It looks like he's going to be forced off the base by Gordy there.
Anna is 3 and she killed Tony. That was not a good move. Take 3. So now this could turn the tide actually. Should have kept the other flag hole. But Tegor is going to the carrot.
He managed to...
move. He was 3 close to the carrot and he ends up being 1.
Okay. Looks like Anna's going to be killed and Warren's taking the flag with 3.
Another rush by Egypt maybe?
Yep. Okay, looks like Tony's 1, so Warren's going to attempt to be S here. So where's Tony's now just sort of...
There's no carrot.
In the bottom. Yeah, that was slightly risky there, just sticking around there. And it's Egypt have now extended their lead.
So it could be blue bias indeed, and just milking it better.
Yeah. Well, I've kind of had mixed. I have to say, kind of through the years of playing this, I'm not really sure if it's. I keep kind of changing my mind of which colour is better here.
Yeah.
I think it just depends on the sort of play styles of the teams. Like, I think blue team just suits Egypt's style a lot more here than red. Because I think red kind of favours kind of slightly more cautious play. Sorry, the other way around. The blue favours more cautious play, whereas red is more about being aggressive. But I think Egypt
I think it's also harder to score on the red base, not only because of the slope, which sometimes doesn't register a score, but also it feels a bit static. You have to make really static moves there to land on the base.
Well, also because the base area is a lot smaller than the blue, there's less room to dodge things like bouncer. There's definitely more challenge to be S as red here. But there are certain trade-offs like having bouncer, being ready with bouncer, which is really good, really kind of useful thing here for red.
Yeah, I think for both bases actually, they both have fines on top.
Yeah.
Tony camping a carrot, but he doesn't stay and he gets punished for it. Cairo is S1, Gregor getting hunted, and he manages to escape.
Is he going to get the carrot now?
No.
Ooh, close one, but Cairo just gets killed before he can score. Okay, so they're both 3 now.
Gordy and Warren, perhaps both key players from both teams.
Yeah, should be an interesting matchup here. See how we get. Looks like Warren's going to take bouncer.
Depends who has the best fighters left in their team, and I think that will be Serbia. Although Cairo and Anna have made quite some kills in this round. So.
Looks like they're trying to hunt Warren, but he's playing pretty.
Yeah, I think Tony wants to see the first, but Cairo.
Okay, it looks like he's traded there and he managed to get the carrot, but he's left with 2, where in Hordy's with 1, so he looks like he may try to go for a score now, but we have Anna trying to hunt Hordy, but Hordy managed to escape again.
Yeah, this is not a good scoring chance for either team.
No.
But now could be a decisive moment here. I think Warren, but Tegor hit him. That's important. It's really funny to see how few scores we actually have in this tournament.
Well, it's because people are less likely to take risks in the tournaments. I think people tend to play more kind of a cautious, sort of safe game. I think that's why.
Yeah, just like in the World Cup.
Yeah, for sure. Because in random ladders, people will try and people often take risks already because the game might not necessarily be that much of risk.
They take it less serious as well.
Especially if they're playing against a team where they already have a big point lead over, so it's not a big risk for them to take risks and potentially lose, but then they may better win by a bigger score margin and get the kind of feel good factor from it.
Warren killed both fighters, and Horty's closed in there at the Seeker. He manages to escape, but Warren is camping the carrot.
Okay, Warren's got a rampage now. Warren's got a good nice god mode going here.
And I guess he will really want
to he managed to get the wall climb there. That was really good. And he managed to get the carrot. It was a great play there.
Yeah, it was out of RFs.
I suppose it's definitely good. If there's any practice your wall jumping, I suppose that's it.
Yeah, but I wonder if he has quirks on, or if he's doing it without quirks on.
Yeah. Oh no, it's wall jumping, so you don't need quirks for wall jumping. That's that.
Oh, I thought so, but it was easier then.
I don't know. Maybe I've not really heard that, but anyway,
can't rely on it.
No. It's kind of it's kind of a last resort thing. Like if you absolutely need to get the carrot and you've got RF, then by all means try. But otherwise, just use RF.
But by the time my brain has figured out, okay, comes up behind kills. It's better to just run away and stay one.
Okay, well then Adna's 1 and Morty's 3. Looks like he's going to go for an S. He's got Seekers to help with that. Warren's already there. He has Bouncer and he's going to go for an S. And now we're now 2-1 now. So it looks like there's a chance we might have a mirror of the last game.
His base and he hits both fighters. One of them dies. And nice.
Oh, and we've got the conversion
really nice
now. So now we've equalised. So that's definitely kind of made things quite interesting. And we're going to have the first stop of the game.
Tactical stop. You actually only have 1 minute of tactical stops, I think. 3 maybe. But we won't bug them with that. We can't prove it anyway. Is Cairo moving for you as well?
Kind of. He's kind of going back and sort of jittering.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed with the recent Plus version. No movement has gotten worse. In the past, this didn't happen. Sometimes laggy people would move until they were synced.
This isn't actually really no movement.
Okay.
Basically, this is a camel's own version of no movement. Basically, so the no movement in the innate, the main version is it doesn't ever do that. It completely stops everything.
I wonder why they changed it because.
Well, Camel did. The reason they did it is because no movement. You can't cycle and no movement is a label. You have to turn it off before you can cycle. I think that's why they did it. I'm not. Oh my god!
Egypt scores right off the stop.
Yes, this is I think this is a more interesting game than the previous one. But yeah. Just hope Egypt can keep that lead now. Pressure's on them to do so.
Warren is die hard S, even though it's 2 now. Tony can get to the carrot, but Warren will die soon. Almost a score by both teams. By either team. Cairo and Anna, they have really annoying hit on the flag balls like here. They're meeting them so often halfway and they're preventing them. 3.
We have a score here, and yes, we've got a score, so that's
that's going to be 1-1.
Okay, and we're going to get a rush. Oh, I'm now 5-2. Wow, that's I think Egypt have really turned this one around. I think what's in everyone's mind. And I'm not really. I haven't got the stream open right now, but I know what's in everyone's mind is this map is just, makes it look really blue biased when this happens. But
ooh, interesting.
I think this, in this case, I think Egypt have kind of warmed up now. I think they're playing they seem to be much more coordinated this game.
Yeah, but it was interesting. They were really crowding at the start, and suddenly Serbia came back to 2-2. They were really dominating, and then they stopped. Egypt scores twice, and now Serbia. What the hell?
Oh, wow, this is a...
Yeah, it's easy to rush here, but maybe, yeah.
Oh, wow, what a game.
6-5. Suddenly they went all open after the stop. Tony is sad.
That was,
It's funny to see in the first round Tony had really good stats, and now he has the worst stats of the game.
Yeah, 9 to 20.
Maybe it's just that Tony doesn't like play as a red.
Yeah. Well, that was some classic, JJ2 right there. It's just like, all those rush hits. That's just like. Reminds you, I don't know if you remember playing with Czech, but he used to rush all the time as well, and Kenny as well.
Yeah.
Reminds you of games like those.
Back in the day, in that time, people were so active. So if you made one little mistake, then they were like rushing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they were really, their movement speed was incredible. They really
now basically everyone is out of shape, and it depends more on natural skills.
Yeah.
That's why Chico is also quite good again.
Yeah, I think a lot of players have found that's actually a good thing, because everyone's kind of roughly, there's not that many players that really stand out in terms of activity. So because I think a lot of older players can come back and be on still relatively deep footing at the moment.
There's just a few GPW players like Fire Ahmed, they're playing a lot.
Yeah.
It's not like they're the best in the game.
No, but
so then they have a good compensation.
Yeah, so we're playing Starlet Friday, so the map we played.
When we trained
to say I don't want to ever play this map again, but
yeah, that was interesting. I was quite happy that you picked Stock as well.
Well, honestly, it wasn't even mine idea, it was Trey that wanted to pick it. She said, we said we weren't really sure, we had no ideas, we'd never really played with ages of teams. What about the pick this? Oh yeah. She said, I'm quite good on Starlet, pick that.
It's interesting that we just trained against Egypt with Hyperion and CJ, and they actually beat us 6-0 here. We did have poor timing, but it's almost like they've been training this.
Right, okay, Hordy's 3. He's don't think he has ammo.
It's good if you're red and you got the flag to camp the enemy base for.
Yeah, it seems like they might try and get backs together. Let's see. All looks like
they're all the way to the right, and you can also see the carrot. So when it spawns, you can just go there, take it if someone hits you.
It looks like Pyro's 3 and Hordy's 2. Pyro's just kind of camping, sort of having little camps on there. Just getting an opportunity to go S.
Hordy's waiting for the left carrot. Yeah, you can really see that Serbia has better hunters because it takes Egypt too long to beat Hordy, although he has now.
And one, it's like, I don't know how he survived that. We get the first score to Egypt.
That was unlucky for Tony, I think. Oh, and I didn't notice, but Fire Rapidly plays Tony.
Oh yeah, I see that, yeah. So that might work. That may be better. I don't know. I've got no idea how good Tony is on this map, or how good Fire Rapid is. We'll find out.
Yeah, this map is actually too old for Fire Rapid.
I mean, it's funny because this map kind of came in, I never really had that much practice on this map, because this map kind of came in an era when I actually wasn't that active, like, it was 2012, 2013, something like that. I wasn't really, I kind of disappeared there for a bit and then really come back properly until like 2015, 2016, so.
Yes, I think it's not in the map for anymore now. And Egypt is leading 2-0, by the way.
Well,
I think they're going to win this because they're playing kind of like they did against me, CJ, and I don't see Serbia doing any better. Music is a bit too loud.
I've got the sound muted on my end.
Yeah, it's not easy for me to change that. Unfortunately, I got lowest possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before I just streamed without music because I didn't really change it.
Oh, if I did my stream, I wouldn't have music, or at least I put it very quiet because I watched a couple of videos where the music's so loud I can't even hear the commentary. So it's like, it's pointless then. So
I hope this
I don't think you really need. I don't think you even need sound in streams, to be honest. But there we go.
Yeah, I always play JJ2 soundless, but Jelly Jam was whining last time. Oh, why isn't it?
Yeah, the sound normally just that sort of sound of that RF, like
especially the RF is really loud.
Yeah, that's all you hear half the time anyway. Just you have the sound on.
Well, Fire Rabbit had quite good stats in the beginning, but now they're deteriorating, and he's being hunted, and he's being killed by Anna. I thought it was low, they're really under pressure.
Good carrot timing there, but yeah, I don't think
Anna is not taking the left carrot. Now she's won.
I think it's going to go for the. I can actually see the right carrot down on my screen below him, but I guess he doesn't see it on his end. He's going to go for. Oh, Kara, just nice defending by Kara there.
Okay, now Egypt is in the prep. Oh no, never mind. Warren is quite good at dodging. I've seen it a few times.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure he's actually one of the strongest players in the game in terms of actual reflexes.
Yeah.
Dodge and shoot, he's actually very, very good at that.
And I'm not sure if, I think lag helps you with that. Sometimes I've actually lagged myself. It's been rare, but then it's really easy to just walk around without getting hit. Somehow it's harder to register. Sometimes you get some strange errors. Again, second stop by Egypt, so they're like it high. Yeah, if Egypt wins this round, then it's 2-1 for them, and it could be a tie still, but that means they will have 3 points, while Finland has 0, so that means that Egypt will qualify if they win this round, but then they can still reach the second place if then it depends on score difference, I guess, or a round difference. If Serbia beats Finland. What laps?
Can you see stop next time, please?
Got another rules. Oh.
Yeah, I think stop's better to be honest, because it stops, it stops all movement instantly. It's not like before where you just sort of, like fall and move to stop and you just fall in midair and like fall down, so it's really annoying.
Yeah, and Also, when you, yeah, it's just your mind gets that information gonna stop that. It can lead to more deaths, I think. But yeah, it's too bad.
It throws people off. It does when they see that. It's like really off-putting. So
it's too bad that they changed the no movement actually in these servers. I've noticed lately that sometimes someone is blinking, and when no movement is off again, then they still hit you or something like that.
Yeah, well, probably what happens, I think, is because the way, it's probably bad. Like when they pause the thing, the blinking doesn't like get synchronized or something. But yeah, it's because it's not the real no movement. It's like a fake one that they've made for these servers for some reason.
Oh, Warren fell in the pit. And I was defending against 2 flag holders, but they managed to kill it in the end.
I think Egypt probably have this, because I think it's actually quite hard to come back on this map, but...
Yeah, as long as you keep some power-ups and keep the enemy under pressure. But Cairo is only one. He is controlling his base, but maybe Fire Evidence managed to sneak in some ammo.
Oh, and we get Egypt finally get a score.
Yeah,
that's
Fire Rabbit did kill Cairo indeed, and now it's getting interesting. Would be really interesting if this round would end in a tie.
What actually happens if they end up tied on rounds? Does it go to score?
Yes, but not the match will end in a tie, but it depends on who advances to the semi-final.
Good traction, attempt to get ready, so he's going to force her off and bounce there.
Oh, I think it was massively there. Oh, nice move. Nice dodge. And I can't even carry it.
Yeah, I think it's going to spawn.
Yeah, she got it now, but Serbia was smart and they kept controlling the blue. Tiger's 2.
Tiger's taking the left and he's now through here.
Yeah, this is going to die now, I think. But Tiger still has to make a lot of ground. He stayed at the left carrot and died anyway. Serbia still has a chance, but Cairo got a free carrot, so now it's really hard for them. Lower one volume, Jenny. You can lower your own volume as well. Well, I will watch this stream and I will try to make some alterations later, if it's possible. Not the easiest of programs. Streaming is very hard anyway. There's so many settings.
8 people watching now.
Yeah, I'm still seeing 9, but maybe it doesn't update. Anyway, Egypt is through to the semi-finals. It's not sure if they... at the moment, Serbia can still reach the first place on score difference or run difference.
Yes, so what they'll need to... If they win this next round, they'll be tied 2-2 then. So would it go to scores then once they win this next round?
If Serbia wins the next round?
Yes.
Then the match ends in a tie. That means Egypt has 3 points, Serbia. And then Serbia has to play against...
right.
against Finland, and then we will look at round difference first, and otherwise score difference. And
I see.
Know, there are some
fair enough. All right, that makes sense. All right,
you can just check the rules if you want to know.
All right, well, because the score margins have been fairly close, you know, there's not been more than 1 point in any of these matches, and Serbia can still do this, I think. So,
yeah,
you know, at least Serbia, you know, they had a certain advantage to being blue. I think it's slightly easier being S as blue, so that's going to help. You know, they may not have you know, and they can always they may not have access to the bounce power being ready, but they can still take the. They still have.
For Serbia, the upcoming round is really important because otherwise they basically have to win against Finland.
Yes. So yeah, there'll definitely be a lot of pressure on Serbia here. So that's going to.
And Egypt, yeah, I think they want to avoid playing against the Netherlands until they advanced. So. Yeah, but at the same time, you know, it would be too risky to, you know, to deliberately lose at this stage because they, you know, they still have to beat Finland to get through. So, who has to beat Finland?
If Egypt were to lose this game hypothetically, then they'd have, or Serbia. If Serbia want to get through, they'd have to, you know, it wouldn't make sense for either team to throw one of the games, so they'd be second, you know, because they don't want to. Actually, no, yeah, it would be bad anyway. You know, they want to be first, so they'd have to play Finland in the first round.
Yeah, I think no one is intending to not play at their best anyway. I think Warren wants to prove that he's the most important Egyptian player instead of the substitute.
Yeah, well, it looks like they haven't had to get Ahmed in this time.
No.
They seem kind of. You know, I think they had, you know, in the first game they just kind of, you know, had a bit of a bad start, but I think they've really kind of. I feel like they've proved themselves more or less now. But we'll see what happens in this last game. So hopefully they, you know, can keep a level head. And,
so far, this group has been really interesting and. Also, your match against Poland, you are losing 1-0 in the third round. Managed to win 2-1 in the end.
Oh yeah, I was so amazed.
That was a really key moment, actually.
It was just like really short. It was only about. It would turn it back in about 90 seconds or so, wasn't it? It was just that 1 little moment where they sort of slipped up and managed to punish them for a couple of plays, and then. I'll be completely honest now. In the last game, we kind of chilled. We kind of like took it a bit easy because we knew we'd already won, so we didn't really put the full effort in. I think we were just sort of chatting along. We didn't really concentrate on our team playing the last games. I think.
Yeah, it didn't matter. But the third round was really important because if it would have stayed 1-0, then Poland.
Yeah, well then that would have put them potentially higher. So.
Yeah, that was a tie, but they haven't lost with that many scores against us. And they all, in the last round they scored a lot against you, but I guess still 0-0 here. And I staying free for a long time being as raised, now she did.
Looks like but maybe trying to go for an S here. But he's got two people being ready there, so it's just too. You realise that's too risky.
First.
Okay, and Anna's taking the right character there for two.
No one is really ready, but yeah.
Kara did a nice ambush there with Kara. Egypt made the first goal, so that's really.
It was a really close score though.
I think Serbia are going to be quite hot in the colour right now. Because they've already down and they really need this game. So
if I were Fire Rabbit, I would camp somewhere else for like 10 seconds. I think he went S too soon now.
He's 3, but he managed to. We got there. Yeah.
Of course, Serbia really has to make scores now, but it's not so smart if you go to your base immediately because then you will die quite fast. So you have to time it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I think Serbia probably using voice chat, but because I think they generally do use voice chat. But
I wonder how fun that will be, voice chatting with a fighter.
Oh, I have done that once. That was quite an experience.
Perhaps it's the same as with Ahmed. He's saying like, "Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Go already, go already."
Oh yeah. Oh, that's far. You got yes. Yeah, well, that's just well, we managed, but
lower the music volume. Okay, so that's a tip for the next time. I'm not sure how to do it because even if my laptop volume is off, like it is now, then still it records the music. So I don't really know how to make it lower.
I suppose you could do. There is a way to go in the sound of music properties and turn down the music, but yeah, I don't know. I've not done this, so I don't know how. But it's worth kind of, I'd go to the Genesis settings and try that.
There's like a mixer option in Windows or something.
Yeah.
But since it's already 0 for me, I can't make it any lower. I think it's just this program. Maybe I should use the same one. I thought I did, but it's another version. Funny because last time Hyperion tested it, and he said that my voice was too loud. And I just
I think Serbia are really keen to get some scores going. Hordy's really trying hard to get a score here, but
they still want to try.
Caro's won, but they don't seem to have anybody hunting Caro right now. Artega's going to try, but he's only got plus.
Sometimes it's just better to hunt with no ammo, because it doesn't take that long to kill someone.
No, that's the kind of beauty of CTF. It's not, it's not drawn out.
It's longer if you have to wait for a power up and maybe an enemy will take those.
Well, quite often, like when I was playing, when I was playing in the first scrapyard game, half the time I was hunting without power up because the ship was controlling them well at the beginning. I was hunting a new bit. I was trying to. Well, the good thing about scrapyard is the reason I put so much fireball ammo in there is to make it so that if you didn't have a power up, you could still kind of have a good chance of kind of taking on people that did have both power ups.
Yeah. CJ's asking who won the second round. That was Egypt.
Yes.
Egypt has won 2 rounds, the third and the first one.
Second and third, yes. The first from Serbia was 2-1. So it's currently 2-1 to Egypt.
Maybe Artega got the score, yeah. 34 minutes left for Serbia. They need at least 2 points.
The funny thing is, the games have all been close. None of the games have won by more than 1 point. It's I suppose it's kind of frustrating in a way because Serbia just knows that we just have a few different choices in the plays that could have gone the other way. But that's just the way of the game sometimes. Sometimes it does come down to the small decisions you make.
Yeah, and then it comes down to experience mostly, I guess, but also like short-term experience.
Yes.
Playing a lot and you know better what to do.
Yeah, well, if you're playing a particular map a lot recently, then you'll get a feel for what players tend to do. Just because it's kind of different rules for different maps. Some maps you can afford to be a bit more, reckless. You can afford to play a bit more aggressively, and some you have to be really careful with time
what
and so on.
Covered in this map at the blue base, if you come up from the springs below it, and it takes a long while before you can actually ask because I missed a really close score. So now what I'm doing is I'm using the RFs to shoot myself from the left to the right. Then you can be a lot faster. Then it's harder for them to recap.
So,
Or near safe.
Yes, they're both won. Looks like the flag, Kara killed Artega there and he's gone. Taking the right carries too. Hordy's won, but with Toaster.
Fire rate is 3.
Kara's now 3, and now 2. Got to get the
It's more important here than in Wicked who gets the full carry.
Oh,
yeah,
and there's the score for Egypt. Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know. After that Wicked Wood game, I'm not discounting anything. But that being said, you know, Wicked Wood is just one of those maps, like along with things like Astro and also Scrapyard, that it's ridiculous, and I think Epitome as well. They're ridiculously easy to rush in.
Yeah.
And also Super as well can be like that as well sometimes.
You can also rush here, but you really need good defense.
Yeah.
Like Serbia has to score 3 times, so.
I think it's slightly easier to rush as a blue than it is as red. So blue, you've got the
yeah.
You've just got a simple kind of double jump to make. It's kind of slightly trickier from if you're kind of coming back from the. You know, if you're red and you come back with the blue flag, it's slightly tricky to do it, but.
Yeah, and it's a long way to the base still. Even if you're already on the platform, then they can still come.
Okay, and there's another score from Serbia, so it's still, you know, very much showing they're still in the game.
No, Tiger just has to score, even though he just has to risk it, and he does. But
well, I think you know, Serbia are going to have to take risky plays now if they're going to win this in the night. You know, if they're going to take the back in a minute. So
yeah,
okay, it looks like a Horde just made a great play there, hitting Warren. He's going to try and take the carrot before going S. But then Warren's going to kill him.
Yeah, Fire Remedy is one.
Yeah, I don't think Egypt are going to try and go for the score. I think they're going to just play it safe for this last 45 seconds, just because you know, there's no reason to take risks now for them. They've got the lead. Whereas, you know, I can see Hartiga's really keen to hunt down Warren, but it looks like they might get a score here.
Yes.
Ooh. Yeah, I think what happened there, Horde kind of chipped a bit then, and they sort of mistimed his jump there.
And yeah, he's getting angry.
I think we may have had a no-count there, I think.
First he fell in the pit, and then I think he mistimed his jumps as well. I think he was touching like a flag at his feet, but can't really rely on that.
Just barely missed the hit.
It's also quite annoying that bump over there.
Okay, so it looks like Egypt's won the game.
Yeah, that means you can already schedule your match against Egypt. Tiger is really sad as well. Tony was already. Seems like someone has to comfort Serbia, maybe Jelly Jam. I'm sure he's quite optimistic. They still have every chance to go through. I'm not sure who has the better score difference.
Yeah, I think with Finland as well, you know, CJ is obviously a very strong player there, and Black Rose is good as well. I think to get those two are quite strong together, but it's the kind of third player is really going to be because they only have a lot of choice. I wouldn't surprise me if they end up 2 versus 2, to be honest, because the only other real player they got is Snooze, and he's kind of not much availability nowadays. So
sure, but he does have quite some experience.
Yeah, he's got the experience on his side. I think he hasn't got the actual activity,
but Finland actually has a slight advantage, because they lost 2-1 and Serbia lost 3-1. And since runs are more important, that means that if it will be a tie, then Finland advances.
Sure. So yeah,
Serbia has to win their next game.
Yeah, I think I'll definitely want to watch.
I guess it's a good game, and it's over. No more action.
Yeah, that's it. But it was definitely an entertaining set of games.
This group has been really close, and I expect the last match to be close as well.
Yeah, definitely. I can't really say for sure who I think will win out of Serbia and Finland. I think it's really what I think. Both teams have got about an even chance. So
I actually thought Finland would be stronger, but they haven't been performing that well against Egypt.
Yeah.
I thought Finland, the Netherlands, and Poland would be the strongest 3, but I guess I was wrong, since Poland is already out as well.
Yeah, well, it's just like the World Cup, isn't it? Germany, was well out the World Cup.
Yeah.
In the group stage, it happens, doesn't it? And then it was the year before that. It was Spain, out of the World Cup.
Yeah, and it's often
2014.
it often relies on small moments, small details.
Yeah.
Just like the Netherlands.
Yeah.
We lost in 2013. We tied every round that we went out because of one. We made one score too few or something like that.
Yeah. I think the problem with I think the thing with Poland now is they've lost like most of their kind of all-time great players are no longer playing anymore. You know, players like Warrior, kind of, people like sort of. I think there was Sashik, or I mean, he's not been here for years, or Maverick, or
Banshee.
Yeah, a lot of their kind of old, so as we can say, kind of Slayer, although sort of, I think there'd be a bit of an asterisk like that. But you know what I mean?
I must say that Owen was actually performing quite well.
Yes. And
in my opinion, he wasn't that much worse than Anubis. I was actually surprised when he placed.
Yes. Sorry, I was just distracted for a sec. Yeah. No. Owen did play quite well in that game. I felt like he was, good at putting it. He was quite hard to hit sometimes, but.
Yeah, he was really camping on his base, trying to score like no.
I did actually feel like that game with Anubis was slightly easier, although I think,
Anubis was really good at the right base. I think it's red.
Yes.
Somehow he scored so many times there. And he also defended well in the third round. But I think he defended the base when he was ready. But I guess I should close the stream because otherwise people will be watching.
Yeah. Alright, well, it was great game. Yeah.
Indeed, thanks for commentating, and we will see everyone. I think the 19th for the last group stage match, Finland against Serbia, to decide who will be second.
Hopefully we get UK versus Egypt scheduled fairly soon.
Yeah, if you want to, you can play it already before the 19th.
Well, we'll see. It depends what me and Rad would really like Motti to be available, really.
Yeah, that's what you should do, because it would be lame the semi-final.
Of course, I don't want it to be a 2 versus 2. That was just the case, just because that was all we had. We only had 2 players available, so. Okay, anyway, well, yeah, that's it really. So, hopefully they won't. As long as we make sure to schedule it when Motti's available, then we'll be fine.
Okay, I will close the stream now. So see you everyone.